Okay, welcome to another Falcon video. This is call sign Scooter, and welcome to all you fellow virtual and also actual aviators, and also the very often overlooked ground crew that keep these aircraft flying. This episode, or this sortie, just like last time, it was going to be a strike mission, and that is to an artillery army base, which so happens to handle ammunition for the forces in this area here. So we take out some of their supplies, we kind of cripple their ability to continue on the fight along the DMZ, and give our forces a chance to push across the DMZ with a small contest. Now on the right side where we were in the last sortie, we have just a few columns of armor, mechanized infantry, and armor, and they're just up against some other armor battalions, not divisions. A couple of battalions here. We have an infantry, mechanized infantry, and then a supply, supply battalion that are going up what looks like it is a mechanized battalion. So this side is going fairly well, progressing up and across the DMZ. However, there is quite a standstill on the western side. So we'll see what we can do to affect this side of the front. Now there have been a few J-20s, the Gen 5 fighters that have been seen in this area. So the hope is we have escort, and we'll look in the briefing. But I hope that we have escort that'll kind of handle that for us. Okay, so it looks like there's an SA-9 in the area. Somehow that got missed. Okay, so the threat circle isn't that bad. Alright, I'll be leading that strike of 4.
Right,
now let's see what we have in the briefing. Okay, fantastic. We do have other flights assigned to us. So we have a strike. Okay, so destroy depot complex, destroy depot complex. So we have the same target. So then we'll see what we get when we arrive. We have a SEAD. I like to say seed because dead, said, seed, whatever. That will look for anti-aircraft or SAM sites, which we see the SA-9 there, but I don't know. AAA, we're not going to mark that because we're not flying out that far. And then we have an escort of 4. So in total, in this package, we have, what is that, 4, 8, 12, 14 airplanes ready to go. Which, alright. That should give us the ability to what am I trying to say? Give us the ability to go in and get out without being harassed too much by enemy aircraft. Alright, so target altitude or cruising altitude is 22,000. We're going to have an altitude of 18,000 for the IP, and then the actual strike, and then back up to 21,000. We'll be in wedge formation, and then we'll box it out once we go to the pre-IP, which is steer point number 5. I'll have to remember that. Intraflight for the entire package is going to be channel 16, regular comms ladder, IFF, link 16, so A, we have the team and then a couple of donors. Okay, we'll see if we can get everybody in. It'll be a challenge. Okay, so my call sign is going to be Satan 5, and then specifically Satan 5-1, and then we have all the way to Satan 5-4. Weather is predicted to be sunny, which means clear to me. It looks like that initial weather system is kind of moved on, maybe up in that general area. I wish there was a radar or something, like a weather radar that I could get into, but maybe there is. I don't know. Anyway, so weather went out. Okay, so we do have AWACS. Magic 3 is our AWACS. We will have it this mission, and we have our J-Star for ground forces, and that's Dragnet. And then we have Mustang as the tanker, should we need to refuel. Okay. Now, for our package, maybe I have to go to the ATO. Let's go to the data cartridge. We'll just say link 16 for last, so we'll load the com plan, we'll load the IFF plan, and under link 16, looks like we have everybody. STN 1600. Do we have 1600? Oh, that's me. So all four. Then Team STN 6341, 63142, 63143, 44. And we have a donor of 32161. Who's that? That might be AWACS. Actually, because the other aircraft, which are Phantoms, F4 Phantoms, are getting escorted by Phantoms. Ooh, I'm not a big fan if we're going up against 5th gen. I mean, I love the Phantom; it's my favorite airplane, but going up against 5th gen fighters, I mean, this isn't Top Gun Maverick we're talking about here. Where it is, yeah, command control. Now, who's this? Because we're looking for Magic. It's 2701. So who in the heck is who's this donor then? I seen 4443. No, who is 32161?
All right, listen up.
They're not. Are they in the briefing? Because I don't remember seeing them in the briefing. Where's link 16? Right. STN. Who the heck? Alright, is this guy? No matter. Who is that? That's an EA6B, so they don't even count. I was looking at the wrong one. What about here? No, where's our... Yeah, none of these are part of our package. Oh, here it is. So EBC. This is Dragnet. This is the J-Stars. 32161. We don't need him at this time. Okay, yeah, so it does get him out. That okay, that's why. Gotcha. From last mission. Now, we want this guy, so STN 27011. So we'll type that in 27011 for aircraft number 1. 2701, 27011. We'll just save that link 16 plan. That way we have AWACS as part of our link 16. And hopefully that'll help us out when we get in the air. Alright, we're finally ready to get to our loadout, which if we were here last time, we're going to have 4 slammers, 2 GBUs, the JDAMs, 2 JDAMs, 2 bags, 1 jammer pod, and then we have the nav pod on the left hard point, and then targeting pod on the right side. Laser code is 1688, but we won't need it because this is a GPS guided munition. And there are 2 ways to go about solving the problem of our targets. Now we can right click and recon, And this is our main target, this depot complex, if we get there first. Otherwise, we have all sorts of secondary targets in the area that we can just figure out what we want to attack and blow it up. Now, we can select all of the, or any of these targets and assign them a target steer point, something that's outside of our regular steer points. So we have...
Alright, listen up.
How many steer points? We have 12 steer points total. So we want to make sure we're outside of 12, so we would just like go to like 15. Select one. And then we have targets, and we want it as a target steer point, and then I also put it as a weapon target, just in case. But you do that, you click accept, and it loads all that GPS data into your data cartridge. So that's one way to go about it. But since JDAMs are so easy to employ, at least from what I remember, we'll see if I do this right. We can actually use the jet itself and use the targeting pod to designate the GPS coordinates to load into the bombs while we're mid-flight. So I feel like that would be way more fun. And then I'll showcase how to do that when we get in the sky. Okay, that is everything that we need. What's takeoff time? 2042. Yeah, we're clear. We'll go ahead and take off.
Chalice 5, radar contact, bullseye 0701112 21,000. Magic 3, radar contact, bullseye 29586 22,000. Chalice 5, radar contact, bullseye 0906 20,000.
Right on target.
Chalice 5.
Okay, and then also, it's like 5 a.m. We might catch the sunrise. Maybe.
Contact bullseye 296.
Maybe not.
67 26,000.
Okay, I'm gonna need nods. Okay. Switch air source to norm. Let's close canopy first. Lock that, and then JFS start 2. All right. I can barely see this, but we're about at 20%. Secondary caution light went out. We're going to wait for 25%. Almost there. 25. Get the throttle out of the detent. And make sure we don't burn out. Come on. Slowly getting there. JFS just turned itself off. Alright, electrical systems are starting to come online. Getting about 60%. Now we're just making sure that we don't burn up. And 600 degrees. Okay. Leveling that out. Now let's get some lights all up in this piece. So I don't need nods. Okay. Okay, avionics, mids, links. Yep, mids. Oxygen on, radar altimeter on, FCR on, and then we have things on both hard points, so we're going to turn those on. Let's get the HUD brightness up. And external wings. Yep. Okay. RWR. ECM panel. Standby. Comes to both. COM 1 and 2. Threat, just turn that down a little bit. Jammer at Xment 1. Get all channel bands for the jammer. Just because I haven't memorized all the channel bands for, I don't know, all the different radar types. Okay, probe heat. Nothing. Test. Okay, the light does work. Leave probe heat on just in case. And test for engine fire warnings. They work. Oxygen low is not on the eyebrow on the block 42, but rather down here on the annunciator panel. Okay, good. And also we see that the liquid oxygen gauge corrected itself as well.
Pull up.
All lights.
Altitude. Warning. Jammer. Counter. Chaff. Flare. Low. Out. Lock. IFF. Caution. Bingo. Data.
Excellent. We'll reset the flickus and then turn on the bit test. FCR's got 40 seconds. We'll get flickus on to monitor. And let that do its thing. And we'll turn the jammer on once we get in the air. While we're waiting, we will ask ground crew to take out the EPU safety pin for that test, if we have time. Okay, and it passed the bit test. Awesome. FCR is ready to go. We'll wait to clear this test panel first. We'll test RWR. Alright, and RWR is good to go. We'll test the EPU. Keep that on and increase the throttle. And just make sure that power is going to get to all of our critical systems should we need the emergency power unit, and it does. Okay, EPU test done. Now we're just waiting on the INS alignment. And then once the INS alignment is done, I will load the data cartridge. Get that queued up and ready to go. I just now noticed that it doesn't have the oxygen blinker in here when you breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Alright, we don't have any errors. Okay. INS alignment's done. We can switch that to nav, and we're going to load our data cartridge. And also turn our controls to upfront controls. Alright, so now it's loading our Link 16 data. Data cartridge has loaded. Get to nav mode. Com 1, we can switch to channel 2. Com 2, we're gonna switch to channel 15 for intraflight, because I think that's what it was. Oh, poop. I'll know pretty quick if it's 15 or 16. Okay, we'll switch IFF to normal. IFF, 2010 on the backup. Easy enough. Back out of that. We'll go to list, miscellaneous. We're gonna get the Avionics aligned. Go, and we're gonna use page up. Yeah, my controller is vibrating too much. Okay, hold on, here we go. There we go. Good alignment. And then we'll take care of the rest when we get in the sky. Make sure that the Avionics is doing what it's supposed to. Anyway. See, while we're waiting, let's switch the test. Hey, no. The FC. Oh, no.
Jackal 7-1, request a taxi back.
Dragnet 4-1, sunrise. Jackal 7-1, taxi back to the ramp. Welcome back. Jackal 7-2, request taxi
switch
back.
the weapon page to, yeah, the FLIR.
Jackal 7-2, taxi to the ramp.
I can
You are cleared all the way in.
Switch the test page to TFR. So I have the pod loaded. So we'll say any lower than
Chalice
1,000
6-1,
feet.
sunrise.
Do the thing and we can. Stand by. Stand by. Go to normal. Or is it still powering up? Oh. Stand by. Hard, smooth, soft. We'll do smooth. Okay. Fine. I don't know what the boot up period is for the TFR. We'll put the FLIR into standby.
F-Force, request taxi.
So we'll wait on that, I guess.
Lightning 7, you are number 1 for departure. Taxi, Delta, and then hold short, runway 06 left.
Okay, let's ask Tower for the QNH.
Satan 5-1, Soul Side, QNH 3030.
3030. Okay. Let's talk to flight. Yeah, flight. Nope. We'll do 4 ship, 3 in the slot. I don't think it went through, so I think it's channel 16. Alright, let's try this again.
Satan 5, line up, 4 ship, 3 in. 2,
3,
4.
Oops. Alright, yeah, so it was channel 16. I'm just a dum-dum. Alright, we're going to request taxi for departure.
Satan 5, 4 ship, F-16s, request taxi. Good morning, Satan 5. You are number 1 for departure. Taxi Alpha. And hold short, runway 03 left.
03 left.
Lightning 7, taxiing.
Nose wheel steering on, and wheel brakes work. Alright, let's get out of here. So this is taxiway Alpha. Cruise page. Okay. Alright, 4 minutes. We're pretty close to being on time.
Lightning 7, hold present position, landing traffic.
Phantom 6, 2-ship F4s. Request taxi.
Good morning, Phantom 6. You are number 1 for departure. Hold present position.
I thought they're going to say give way to us.
Magic 3-1, sunrise. Chalice 5-1, sunrise.
Alright. That's our AWACS, Magic 3. And they said sunrise, meaning they're on station. Okay, the hope is we will not run into any resistance. I highly doubt it. We might tangle it up with some MiGs today. Okay, there's everybody else.
Lightning 7, taxi, Delta, and hold short, runway 06 right. Lightning 7-2, hold present position. Phantom 6, taxi, Delta, and hold short, runway 06 left.
Satan 5-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 35310. Phantom 6, taxiing.
Lightning 7-2, taxi, Delta, and hold short, runway 06 right. Lightning 7-3, hold present position.
Alright, and I'm gonna say that we are ready for departure.
Satan 5, 4-ship F-16s, ready for departure.
Satan 5, hold short.
Alright. Hold short meaning stay at this line, this double yellow and double dashed line. This is a hold short line, so we're just waiting here for further instructions from tower. You can already see the horizon getting a little bit of light. It'll be interesting to see if the sun does rise as we're coming back. And this will be the last night mission for day 2 as we progress into day 3. Okay, looks like everything is set. Okay. Yeah, it's all good to go. We'll just go ahead and time compress. Okay, so we have one, what's it, 2042 is our takeoff time?
Satan 5, Sol Sun Tower, wing 030 at 4 knots, runway 03 left. You are cleared for takeoff.
Alright. Now they're probably gonna get mad because we're gonna line all of us up. Before we start the takeoff, so they may get a little antsy about our departure. I just kind of want to get up there, get formed up as quickly as possible so we can get to our hold point. Alright, so we're going to stop here. We'll turn off nose wheel steering, turn landing lights, or turn our taxi lights to landing lights, and then we're going to wait for number 3 and 4 to line up with us. So number 3 is going to slot in between me and number 2, and then number 4 is going to slot in off the left wing of number 2. Here's number 3, slot it in. And then here's number 4. Okay, now that we're all here, we can turn and burn and get to work. And speed is off the peg. Airspeed's live. Yeah, we're a little bit heavier today because of the JDAMs. And we'll rotate and gear up.
Satan 5-1, contact departure.
Alright, there's departure, and we're just going to tell them that we are in the air.
3, airborne.
Satan 5, airborne. 4 ship, F-16s, 1000. Satan 5, Sol Sun, departure. Fly heading 030, resume on navigation. 4, airborne.
030 and resume on navigation. Well, we'll just kind of...
Satan 5-2, on my way.
Alright. We're going to boot up our jammer now. Seeing as
Satan
our
5-3, on my way.
emissions won't hurt any of the ground crew.
Satan 5-4, on my way.
And then we're racing to climb up to 22,000 feet. Gotta go ahead and turn the drift on, drift correction, because we're gonna get pushed pretty good. Now, just as a quick setup for the JDAMs, we're gonna go to the mark page, and then we'll make sure that the sensor of interest that it's looking at is the targeting pod, and should have. Okay, yeah, the TGP is there. What does it look like? Standby, we're gonna change the ground mode. Oh, it's still got the gray. I thought it would change the sensor to the green. Whatever. Let's see if I remember how to do this. So I'm gonna go to the control page. I'm gonna go to menu, and we are going to TMS. Nope, TMS. Right?
2, in position.
Or no, let's DMS. Down. Nope, TMS down. TMS. And we're going to turn that on. Radius. Radius. We will. This is TMS right and TMS up. We'll say 300 meters. Frag 300 meters. Oh, I can do feet. We'll stick with meters. Okay, so we'll go back to the main page. TMS right to exit. All right. Now we don't need the control page anymore, so now we got a frag set up for... Ooh, we're struggling. We don't need that set up for the targeting pod. Now let's switch it from air to ground. Back to standby. Go back to the HSD. Smiz, we have the two GBU-31s. We're not going to change any of the profile for the arming delay of 6 seconds, impact angle of
3-1, 4 ship,
55
F-16,
degrees,
30 miles, north,
and then
20,000,
impact velocity of
overhead landing.
700 feet per second. We're not going to
Good
change any
morning,
of that.
Viper 3-1, soul side approach. You're cleared all the way in. Overhead approach, runway 03.
Forgot. Alright, so now that we are in tactical comms, we don't need air-to-ground mode anymore, but we will need master air-to-air mode. Get our HIMX turned on, and we're going to finish the alignment. Oh no, we don't need to go through M-select, RCL for the HIMX, sequence over, do azimuth elevation, click on, whoops, guess not, keep forgetting about that. Alright, so I'm just using the FCR cursor to move the cursor around that cross, and now that it's lined up, press 0, and then the same for roll. Just line that up. Okay. Looks pretty good. Alright, so the HIMX has been completely aligned. Turn back. Go to our cruise page. We are going to be about a minute late as it's... Oops. Going too high. Then let's get out of Afterburner. So we can start saving on some fuel. The moon is bright. Okay, I'm going to turn off my lights. Because we are all warmed up. Let's go to master air mode. We're going to go from assigned to continuous, and we're going to go IFF out. Okay, so there are some of our friendlies we're going to be meeting up with. Those circle contacts there. That's what our Link 16 is for. I mean, if we turn around... let's see, where is our... where's everybody else? So there's number 2. Where's number... Oh, 3 and 4 are back about a mile.
Chalice 6-1, midnight.
Okay, so Chalice 6-1 we don't care about. You're not with us. And then we're not going to do the automatic steer point select on this mission. Right, can I get my TFR ready to go now?
3, in position.
TFR limits. Thank you. And if it was really dark...
4, in position.
We'll put a standby. What was it? TFR limits? I think it's because we're super high. Now with TFR... Oh, here we go. Clear. We're going to go from standby... What was it? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to turn on. Oh, it's right here. CMS. BMS, right. Okay. What in the world? I do not want to climb that high. There's a lot
Falcon
going on.
5-1, package marshaled.
Oh, I guess we've marshaled already? Ooh. Doesn't seem quite right, if I'm being honest. We'll see. Okay. Do operation? Oh, there we go. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. And then, with that, I think... Is it? No. Contrast should be selectable. Anyway, so what this is supposed to do for the HUD is if it's completely dark and you can't see anything, the FLIR camera can throw that on the HUD. I was just kind of testing to make sure I know how to work this doggone thing. But we don't need it. We'll put it back in standby mode. And TFR, don't need it. We're very high. Okay. Let's stop messing around. Alright. So this is our hold point. I see. Yeah. So we'll let... We'll let our guys marshal in here. DMS, just down. Well, we do have some clouds, but it's not serious. They're about,
Falcon
what,
5-1, package departing push point.
10,000 feet? So while most everybody is departing, just gonna slot in right behind. That way we meet our TOT time on target.
Lightning 7-1, package marshaled.
Oh, there they are. Gotta be joking me. Oh wait, that's 80 miles out. Or is it? I mean, it's out there, but... Which way are they going? They're cold. They're at 6,000 feet anyway. Let's tilt my antenna down from 55,000. So now let's go up to, yeah, 34,000. Should be a pretty good, good range. But it is jamming.
Phantom 6-1, package marshal.
I wonder if I had it focus, if it would burn through the jammer.
Lightning 7-1, package departing push point.
Okay. I'm gonna turn in. We'll be a minute early because they're getting a pretty huge head start there. Actually, that's just continue on to steer point number 5 instead. Steer point 6 our target area? No. So steer point 6 is our IP. Steer point number 5 is our pre-IP. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and power on J-dams. Transgress 2.6. Yeah.
Phantom 6-1, package departing push point.
And let's, we're gonna check in with AWACS.
Magic 3, Satan 5-1, checking in.
We'll get our targeting pod into, we'll just turn on the targeting pod into normal air-to-ground mode. Oops. Master arm on. So AO6, bombs are still aligning. Yeah, it's got a lot of scattered clouds. Okay, so weather is breaking up a little bit then. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go to steer point 7. That's our target area.
4, request permission to engage ground targets. Bullseye 0, 2, 7, 2, 9.
3. Request permission to engage ground target. Bullseye 02729.
2, request permission to engage ground targets. Bullseye 02729. Satan 5-2, weapons free.
3. Wilco.
2, Wilco.
Now the thing is, I don't know.
4, Wilco.
DMS down. We have some pretty juicy targets out there. Now, I don't have anything bound to zoom in with the TGP. except for doing the narrow.
Phantom 6 in.
This guy. I'm gonna go to narrow. Now that is the depot. That's the admin building. That's a radar system, a bunker, or no, that may be like the supply. Oh, why am I nose up? Anyway, supply bunker. Probably a helipad, but that's our target area. Nope, those are the helipads. That's the bunker, and then those are like the barracks for the base. Now, in order to get a marked steer point, I have to TMS up, but I can ground stabilize it first and then TMS up. Now, where did they go, though? Aha. They're just like going full steam ahead. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I did see explosions. Over the DMZ. Okay, you know what? Oh, it's not soy. Let's get that back to being soy. We will lock up the main depot. So now that we've ground stabilized it, yeah. We are 2 minutes to target. Let's work fast. We're gonna go to mark. And it's on TGP. So that's the sensor of interest I was looking at for me to mark the steer point. So I'm just gonna TMS up. And now I have everything that the JDAM needs. Okay, so now it's marked to steer point number 26. We're gonna back out, and we're going to click on steer point, and then type in 26, enter, and we're gonna cursor 0. All right, and that's it. Now that the JDAM should be ready. Yep, they are ready. So now we're just waiting on the fall line. About a minute out, so maybe, I don't know.
Three in.
4 in. 2 in.
Actually, no, I'm going to keep it as is. Hopefully they don't pick my target. That's my only thing. Set priority mode on just in case. And we're going to turn the jammer on. 30 seconds out. I'm holding pickle.
GPU released.
And I'm waiting for the fall line.
Released.
And I'm going to try to fly as level as possible.
GPU released.
GPU released.
Ah, heck.
GPU released.
Actually, no, just keep going. Holding pickle, holding pickle.
GPU released.
There's one.
GPU released.
There's the other.
3 out.
2 pumping. 4 pumping.
Okay. Now we just wait. It's about a 30-second timer. Let's just switch to Cat 1 already. Oh. That wasn't mine. Doggone, we all hit the same one. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. Ugh. Right, now we're just gonna do a left turn out. See if we'll see anything. Yep, there's one. There's the other. Well, we can confidently say that we blew it up. Alright, so just...
Falcon 5-1 is a top.
we're gonna ask everybody to rejoin.
Satan 5, rejoin formation. Satan 5-2, on my way.
Satan 5-3, on my way.
Satan 5-4, on my way.
Alright, so now we're gonna go to steer point, and we're gonna type in steer point number 8. Enter. We can put this from air to ground to standby. We don't need the targeting pod anymore. Turn that off. And there's our handiwork right there. The flames. Yeah, see, I don't even know how I could even... Or no, there's this TFR. There we go.
Magic 4-1, sunrise.
Right, so there's our friends. 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so Jammer is actively transmitting on a few radio bands. And our fuel tanks are almost done.
Lightning 7-1 is a top.
And what I should have done is just assigned everybody their own targets. And I'm gonna time compress when I'm over the flot line, just to be safe. Okay, actually going to... on autopilot for now. And then I'm going to abrupt sequence over to turn it to auto.
Phantom 6 in.
Then we're gonna let AWACS know that we're checking out.
We are heading home.
Okay, caps lock. For time compression.
2 in position.
3, in position.
Master arm
4 in position.
Yeah. Turn the jammer off. Let's see, what is our... Okay, yeah, we're actually getting there just ever so slightly late. Alright, actually, that wasn't too bad of a mission. Okay, about 17 miles. A couple minutes. And we'll see what the debrief looks like. Let's go to COM1. Channel 4. That is approach. So we'll request visual approach.
Satan 5-1, 4-ship F-16s, 45 miles, northeast, 19,000. Request vector for visual landing. Good morning, Satan 5-1, Soul Side approach. Welcome back. Vectors for VAR approach, runway 03, right. QH3031. Satan 5-1, turn right heading 255, descend to 5,000, maintain 300 knots.
255,
Satan
5,000.
turn right heading 250, 6,000. Satan 53, turn right heading 250, descend to 7,000. Satan 54, turn right heading 250, 8,000, runway 03, right.
Sure. I can get my TFR.
Altitude. Altitude.
How did I do it? I can't remember how I did it.
Satan 51, turn right heading 270, hold 5,000, maintain 300 knots.
270. 5,300 knots. I'm terrible at this. Good lord.
Satan 52, orbit the spacing 6,000. Satan 53, orbit the spacing 7,000. Satan 54, orbit the spacing 8,000. Satan 51, orbit the spacing 5,000.
Of course.
Satan 51, turn left heading 165, descend to 4,000, maintain 230 knots, runway 03, right.
165, 4,000.
52, turn right heading 325, descend to 4,000, maintain 250 knots. Satan, 53, fly heading 175, 4,000, maintain 210 knots.
He wants to talk to me. I'm too busy trying to figure out this TFR.
Cyborg 7 airborne, 2 ship, F-16s, 1,000.
Cyborg 7, Soul Sign, departure. Depart heading 050, resume on navigation. Satan, 54, turn right heading 245, 4,000, maintain 220 knots, runway 03, right. Satan, 51, turn right heading 170, maintain 260 knots.
Okay, 170, 260 knots. Just keep doing what I'm doing, I guess.
Satan, 51, turn right heading 215, hold 4,000, maintain 270 knots, vectors to left base.
Dragnet 4-1, midnight.
I think that's our. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of make one little adjustment. Should be able to ask him to repeat.
Satan, 51, repeat last transmission. Satan, 51, fly heading 220, descend to 3,000, maintain 280 knots, vectors to left base, runway 03, right.
Okay, that wasn't too far off.
Satan, 52, turn right heading 210, hold 4,000, maintain 250 knots, vectors to left base. Satan, 51, fly present heading, hold 3,000, maintain 290 knots, vectors to left base.
Okay.
Bulldog 7, airborne, 2 ship, F-16, 1,000.
Okay, interesting.
Bulldog 7, Soul Sign, departure, fly heading 050, resume on navigation. Satan, 53, turn right heading 210, hold 4,000, maintain 270 knots, vectors to left base. Satan, 51, turn left heading 110, descend to 2,000, maintain 210 knots, vectors to final. Satan, 52, fly heading 215, 3,000, maintain 260 knots. Satan, 54, turn right heading 210, hold 4,000, vectors to left base.
Alright, there's the runway.
Satan, 53, fly heading 215, descend to 3,000, maintain 270 knots, runway 03, right. Satan 5-2, fly heading 110, descend to 2000, maintain 200 knots, vectors to final, runway 03, right.
Come on.
Satan 5-1, turn left to final approach course, 030, check approach speed. Satan 5-1, contact tower on final.
Alright.
Satan 5-4, fly heading 215, descend to 3000, maintain.
And we'll say that we are on final.
Satan 5-1, on final.
Satan 5-1, Seoul Sun Tower, continue inbound for runway 03, right.
Alright, 03 right. We'll go ahead and gear down. Actually, our fuel tanks are done, but we'll keep them. We can put them back in the stockpile.
Satan 5-2, on final.
Satan 5-2, Seoul Sun Tower, continue inbound for runway 03, right.
Man, we really gotta punch it in here. Okay.
Satan 5-1, Seoul Sun Tower, wing 040 at 4 knots, runway 03, right, cleared for landing, check gear down.
So an ever slight
Satan
crosswind.
5-3, on final.
Gear down.
Satan 5-3, Seoul Sun Tower, continue inbound for runway 03, right.
Yeah, we're just aiming for the edge of the runway.
Satan 5-2, Seoul Sun Tower, wing 040 at 3 knots, runway 03, right, cleared for landing, check gear down.
Right.
Satan 5-4, final.
We basically made the runway. We can take the
Satan
throttle out.
5-4, Seoul Sun Tower, continue inbound for runway 03, right.
What mode are we in? Yeah, I was about to say we're in the wrong master mode because I didn't get my bracket.
Gamble 6, 2 ship, F-16, ready for departure.
Satan 5-3, Seoul Sun Tower, wing 030 at 5 knots, runway 03, right, cleared for landing, check gear down. Gamble 6, hold short. Satan 5-4, Seoul Sun Tower, wing 030 at 5 knots, runway 03, right, cleared for landing, check gear down.
Yeah, I got off this runway. Nose wheel steering on. We're gonna queue up.
Satan 5-1, contact below, switch to 7580.
Okay, and we'll request taxi back to the... Oh, nope.
Satan 5-4 ship, F-16s, request taxi. Satan 5-1, request taxi back. Good morning, Satan 5, you are number 1 for departure, taxi and hold short, runway 03 left.
Satan 5-1, taxi back to the ramp, Alpha 00.
Okay, Alpha 00, that's the very first parking spot. I gotta go back and learn how this thing works. Stupid TFR.
Vandal 7, 2 ship, F4s. Request taxi.
Good morning, Vandal 7. You are number 2 for departure. Hold present position. Vandal 6, 2 ship, F4s. Request taxi. Good morning, Vandal 6. You are number 1 for departure. Taxi, Delta, and hold short. Runway 06 left. Give way to Vandal 6, 2, F4, taxiing, Delta.
I guess number 2 is still coming down the runway. Right, should be far enough in. Ask around to put in the chocks and EPU safety pin. Switch our comm to ground ops so we don't get annoyed. Anyway, I'm gonna turn all this off. Actually, we can turn that off. Okay, that should do it. Let's end the mission. Okay, so I did good.
Chalice 5, radar contact, bullseye 0, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 18,000.
See, while I got one structure destroyed, somehow Lieutenant Patel goes a little extra and somehow gets 5 air to ground. What did he get, by the way? Okay, so he went and got the radar station, which also hit a bunch of other stuff. Which, fair enough. So the ammo dump was damaged by number 4. And then what did the depot complex was destroyed? Then what did I get? The depot complex. Oh, I destroyed a warehouse in the process. Got it. Yeah, next time I'm just gonna take all the glory and then they can hang around and get whatever the scraps are. Well, looks like we got a bit of contact with a couple of battalions, and it looks like we took over this town here. What is it called? Horabi. So we took Horabi. Very nice. Anyway, the Tosan Depot was left undamaged and no supplies were eliminated. That I don't quite understand. We blew the crap out of it. Unless there's some secondary target that we didn't know about. What do you want? Yeah, see, that's what we blew up. And it's 0% operational. Everything is destroyed or damaged. Oh. Maybe it was the ammo dump that they wanted us to really focus on. But that's not what the briefing said. The The briefing said, yeah, see, that's probably one of the rare houses I got just from the splash damage from the bomb. That doesn't make any sense. Why that failed? Oh, I guess they're. Oh, it was supposed to be a strike on something else. Oh, the Phantoms are supposed to go blow something else up, and they didn't do it. Is that right? Am I getting that right? Yeah. Yeah, it was their fault. They didn't attack the site. It wasn't my fault. It was their fault. And one got shot down. Yeah, cat. Yeah. You made us look bad. We did what we were supposed to do. Okay, well, now that's all sorted out. While we didn't do any damage to whatever the Phantoms were supposed to, we did affect this artillery base to affect supplies that run to these guys. I would imagine this is the depot that they were supposed to hit, and they didn't. What is it called? Yeah, Tosan Depot. Yeah, that's what they were supposed to hit. This was their target, and it's left untouched. Ugh. I tell you. I tell you. Anyway. Still a successful mission for the 180th. We did what we were supposed to. It is now 6:30 in the morning, and sunrise isn't for another half hour. So we have that. All right, what's coming up? 2136. Yeah, that's already in progress. That's in progress. An Oka strike. That's a suicide mission, if there ever was one. A SEAD. To do what? So they've got harms.
Alright, listen up.
T-62 anti-aircraft guns. BPRK 1st Armored Brigade, which I'd imagine are these guys. Let's see. That doesn't look right. That one's Born to Fail. And then a dead mission. Ooh, to take out these SA-9s. Yeah. I'll do that.
Alright,
what does the
listen
briefing
up.
say? What do they say? SA-9s, yeah. I do that to take out the SA-9. At 2200 hours. Okay, so that'll be the next mission, which is coming up really, really soon, and that'll be in the daytime. We can get rid of a SAM site, hopefully. Alright, well. Not too bad. Successful mission, finally. And till the next one, this is Callsign Scooter. I'm signing out, and continue to stay posted on more flying content, and then also Dirt Rally Racing to wrap up that season. Alright, I'm out.